Today, I'll show you how to set this thing up. It has 100,000 games, including games for the Xbox, PS2, PlayStation 3, GameCube, Wii. It's pretty sick, so let's check it out. It's really simple to do. So first thing you do is you just take the USB port and plug it in. See, that little green light will turn on there. Now, if your computer is already on, you're going to want to turn it off, and then you're going to turn it back on. And then while it's booting up, you're going to want to hit escape or F2 on your computer, like on mine, okay? And you have to do that kind of quickly. And then from there, you're going to want to go to the boot part of your BIOS, okay? Now, some people's BIOS look very different from this. You just want to look for the option that says boot. And then you can either set the boot option, number 1, which is going to be the one that you boot into, as this J micron. Okay, see that? Right now mine's number 5, which means it's the lowest priority. You can either set that to number 1, so every time you turn your computer on, it's going to automatically load into your game thing. Or you can just go down and you can hit this and just you can just go down to the J micron thing. It's boot override. Okay, you just hit enter on that and it's going to boot right up into it. Then it'll boot right up into this menu. You can see I've got 114,000 games here. My most played game is Pokemon Coliseum. And then you can just play whatever game you want. It's got 100,000 games on here. This is all the PS2 games that come pre-installed. You don't have to install anything. You don't have to download anything. These all come installed. I've got this hooked up to this little controller right now. Yeah, we've got like GTA Vice City, San Andreas, Metal Gear Solid 2, Resident Evil 4. It's got a ton of GameCube games. It's got a ton of Wii games, even games for the Switch and stuff like that. This thing is super dope. You can see all the games on here work really well. Right now I'm playing San Andreas. These are all the full games. They're not demos or anything like that. Games run super well because they're using the processor on your computer instead of like little processors that come in those cheap game stick things. So it works really well. I'll leave a link for you at the bottom of the video so that way you can check it out for yourself. I totally recommend these things. They're super dope.